Welcome everybody, it's Tellum, and in this video I'm going to be talking about really my opinion on all the Black Ops 3 zombie maps and which one I think is the best and which one I think is worst. So pretty much a top 5 list of them. So I didn't really want to make an opinion based video because these videos for some reason get a lot of hate on YouTube just because people disagree with them. But that's not necessarily a bad thing, because I really feel if you do disagree with the person, you should actually give them actual reasons. And then if you guys do leave comments disagreeing with me, actually give me reasons, and maybe you could even change my opinion on what I think of it. But of course I'll be giving my reasons and why I think these maps are based in this order and everything. But let me just explain how I actually decided this list real fast. So I judge these maps off of 5 different things. I judge them off their gameplay, music, visuals, Easter egg, and story. And 2 of these things are more prominent just to me more than the other 3. So the more prominent ones are the gameplay and the story to me. Those are the 2 most important things to me inside a zombie map. Remember, that's just me, of course. So if you guys are wondering why I think one map is better than the other, it's probably has to do with story, just because I really like the story. But anyways, without further delay, let's get right into this. So the first one, or number 5 on this list, is actually Zetsubou no Shima. So I didn't want to put Zetsubou no Shima on it, but I just couldn't put it any higher, really. So as for the gameplay, I'm only going to talk a little bit about the story and gameplay. The other 2 I'll just say if I liked it or not, because last time I made a recording just lasted way too long. But anyways, the gameplay, I didn't really like the wonder weapon. I did like the skull non-stop way. Personally, I think it's the best special weapon inside the game, but the Masamune was just really, I didn't like it. It was mainly a camping gun. Of course you could use it for training, but really it was just a camping gun, which I'm not exactly a huge fan of camping, but it's not bad. But at the same time, I want to have a gun that can be used in multiple areas very efficiently. Well, that's the wrong word, but it doesn't matter. As for the actual spots to survive, not that many. That's another reason I didn't like it. Then the map layout, it's okay, it's not anything special. As for the music, it was okay. I don't want to spend any more time on these because I'll make the video way too long. The visuals I thought were bad. The Easter egg was way too simple. And then the story in this. So the story was pretty predictable because we could predict everything because of the Rise of the Rocket. We already knew what we were going to do inside this Easter egg, but they did add a little twist at the end. Well, not maybe a twist, but a little extra thing at the end. Well, we went to Alcatraz. Of course, at the time we didn't know this, but we went to Alcatraz and got the blood vials for the other 3 characters, so that was pretty cool, but it's not enough to actually save it. So the next one is actually Shadows of Evil. So Shadows of Evil, its gameplay is it's really good. So I'm not a fan of the layout or how it's set up in this map. That's another thing I didn't like about Zetsubou no Shima, but I'm not a fan of those 2 things or the map layout in general, but I am a super fan of, oh my gosh, I absolutely love all the train spots on these. There's not a single train spot I don't like. I like training in the Rift, I like training in the Ruby Rabbit, I like training just under the Ruby Rabbit. There's just so many places I like to train inside that map. So that's one thing I really like about it. Of course, the map specific weapon, or its wonder weapon, was really cool, but the problem was you couldn't upgrade it. So then the music, I really liked the music. The visuals were absolutely amazing. The Easter egg was okay, I guess, and then the story was pretty cool because it introduced a lot of new things that we hadn't seen before, and of course that's what a first map in the game should do. So number 3 is actually Revelations. So Revelations is its gameplay is absolutely amazing. Its weapons, it has the upgradable Apothecary Servant and the Apothecary Servant, obviously the Thunder Gun and the DG4, but really these are kind of used before, but really they're really good, so it's kind of hard to say against them. So plus the upgradable Apothecary Servant was just so cool. But then the survival spots, they are absolutely amazing. Well, I guess really just the Kino one's amazing. I absolutely love training there. Then the map layout is really nice. I think they executed the map layout of this map so perfectly. I absolutely love how this map works. It's just so cool. The music is kind of hard to say you don't like it because it has all the original music from all these maps and the little extra ones, which sound really cool. So I thought the music has to be up there, like one of the best ones, but at the same time it's kind of reusing them. But that's kind of what the map is, so it's kind of hard to say against it. The visuals have to be the best visuals in any zombie map I've ever seen. Oh my gosh, they are absolutely amazing. Now we come to the Easter egg. So the Easter egg, so I didn't want to spend that much time on these, but really this one I need to talk about just for a second. So the boss fight was okay. There was a little boss fight even before the boss fight, which was also okay. The steps made no sense at all. Like, you have to make this guy dance here, you have to throw little Arnie's inside an Apothecary, and that makes a reel pop there. I don't even know why we needed the reels to get Sophia. It's just, I didn't like it. That's why it took people so long, because these steps didn't make any sense at all. Of course the other zombie map steps didn't make that much sense, but this was just off the charts, really. This one was just so weird. Now as for the story, so it's not like their method of storytelling was bad. It's just I didn't like what happened at the end. I absolutely despise that ending cutscene, but at the same time, maybe it's just I was kind of expecting something more, but it looks like they weren't actually planning to go for any type of closure at all. It was they're more like going for just to continue on the story. That's what it looks like they're doing, but if you look at it from that angle, maybe it's not that bad, but I don't know. Of course, there's still the possibility of a super Easter egg, so if that's the case, then this video may become irrelevant, but anyways, that doesn't matter. So number two, after I say what number 2 is, you guys know what number 1's going to be, and I might be hated for it, but anyways, so number 2, I believe to be Gorod Trophy. This is kind of weird. So I didn't really feel like I liked Gorod Trophy, but it just, when I think back to it, I can't think of what I didn't like, but when I was playing, I thought I didn't like it. So because in the gameplay, the map Pacific Weapon, the Ray Gun Mark III was amazing, and then the survival spots, it didn't really have like there's nothing I can really think about survival spots. The layout was fine, I guess. It's pretty much just a large Deriza. Really just go to 3 sides of the map, and then you go activate that, and then you get to the pack punch. I know somebody else said that too, but it's pretty much a large Deriza, so it's kind of hard to say you don't like the map. Maybe it's not that bad, maybe it is. Now the music, the extra little songs inside here were so amazing. They were so cool. Now I shouldn't be talking about the music that long because I'll make this video way too long, but I really did like all the Easter egg songs in there. As for the actual music while you're playing, it was okay. So I'm going to leave this music kind of in the middle, more towards better than worse. So it was fine, I guess. Well, it's not really fine, but it's kind of like, if I had to give it 1 out of 10, I'd probably give it like a 6 or 7. But anyways, then we have the Easter egg. So the Easter egg, it's not like it was bad or anything. Like if you have 4 players, it's pretty much a breeze, but that's not the case if you're a solo player. So if you're a solo player, you have to use up everything you have. Of course, I shouldn't be spending time on these other sub things, but anyways, I just want to say it was just so difficult at some points, but it's not really bad. It's just that it's difficult for solo. Now the story. So the story of this map, I felt that a lot of people don't agree with me with this one, but I felt they kind of bombed the story in this. I don't like what they did. They didn't introduce some twist at the end, like they were playing off really inside Zetsubou no Shima. They were there talking about how there was something that, like Richtofen kept talking about Nikolai, saying there was something happening with Nikolai, and he says, why do you have to resist, or something like that, while you do a pack punch quote on Zetsubou no Shima. But then when we got to the map, there was no twist. We did get introduced into Monty, but I'm not a fan of Monty. I really dislike the guy, really, but it's just, I wasn't a fan of it at all, really. I don't like anything of it. I don't even like Sophia, but of course that is just me. But now to our number 1, and of course you guys already know what our number 1 is. So I think The Rise of the Rocket is the best map inside Black Ops 3, and I have really good reasons for this, or at least I think I do. So the map had the most amazing Pacific weapons, so wonder weapons inside of it. They were so cool. You had, even if they weren't good, like the Void Bow, it wasn't good, but it looked absolutely amazing. All these weapons at least look amazing. And then the Storm Bow, oh my gosh, talk about an OP weapon. That thing was absolutely amazing. I absolutely love this map, and the best part about it, they aren't even hard to get. I just really like it. It's just, I have no idea how you couldn't say this isn't the best map. And on top of that, the survival spots, you can camp almost the Wonder Sphere, so that was really easy to camp. So it's not like you have a problem with camping, and then training is not difficult either, unless you're training in the rocket area. Like you can train in the courtyard, you can train on the watchtower. No, it's not the watchtower, but the area where the death ray is, I forgot what it's called, the Overwatch, I have no idea what it's called, but you can train there. You can train, there's just so many places. Well, I guess there's not so many places to train, but they're pretty nice training spots. As for the map layout, I feel this one so different to any other map we had. It was so perfectly executed. I can't think of another map because it has so many levels, and people don't even realize how many levels this thing has, but it's just so cool. I really like how it is. It's just so beautiful. I love this map. And then its music I feel competes with Mob of the Dead's music, and of course I'm not talking about the Easter egg music. I'm talking about the music that just plays while you're actually playing it. So this music is just so cool. I just love how it sounds. It's just, the spawn room music sounds amazing, the church music sounds amazing. It just sounds so cool. There's not an area I dislike except the rocket area. I don't really like the song there, but besides the rocket area, all the music in this, I'm not even kidding, I really highly recommend you guys go and YouTube search The Rise of the Rocket soundtrack and just listen to it. It sounds so amazing. Now the visuals are beautiful. They are so nice. You look down, you see the village down there, and everything just looks so beautiful. And the Easter egg, the steps are so cool. Oh my gosh, just think about about it. Some steps you're shooting rockets out of the air, some steps you're blowing up the moon, some steps you're fighting a giant keeper, some steps you're bringing down the MPD. It is just so cool. How can you top that? It was just so amazing, and the story in this was so beautiful. I absolutely loved it. There's Groff actually talking to our characters while we're playing, and this is a map when we found out we were actually killing the 1.0 characters we couldn't figure out until this map to what we were doing. It was just so cool. This map was so amazing. But anyways, if you guys do disagree with me, like I said multiple times already, then go ahead and tell me why you disagree with me down in the comments. Don't just say you do, or just don't say something like that. Just give me some reasons. I'm not too sure if I'll get some comments like that. Hopefully not. At least maybe I'll get some comments just actually telling me why they disagree, or just some people, I don't know, saying agree with me. I'm just kidding. But anyways, that's about it for this video. If you guys did enjoy this video, and not even if you agreed with me, but at least if you enjoyed the video, go ahead and thumbs up. And if you guys do want to see more videos like this, like an opinion based video, go and tell me down in the comments. But I'm going to go, and I will catch you guys on my next video.